Hi guys, welcome back to Psychic Michael. It's the 25th of February 2021. Okay,
We've got a question off Ryan. He says, when did you first realise you were psychic and what was your first experience?
alright, okay Ryan, we've had quite a few requests, certainly people who have been messaging me on my email and my WhatsApp. So what I've decided to do, I'm going to do a full program on that and I'm going to call it My Story. So look forward to that, hopefully, in a couple of weeks' time when I do the whole thing, because obviously it takes too long to answer just now. But to give you an idea, I've been psychic all my life. And one thing that always stuck out when I was young, I was only about 4 or 5. And in my time, it was one of the old buses with a conductor. Well, we were sitting on the back seat. Now, if you know anything about the old buses, they all face the driver except the back two with long seats facing each other. And I was sitting at my mum one time, and we were travelling along, and this woman was talking to me. She was sitting opposite us, and because I see energy, but I didn't really understand it, certainly at that time. I remember it was 4 or 5, as I say, I'm not sure how old I was. And I could see this energy of this woman, what I call now going west. It was all skew-whiffing away. Anyway, I said to me while she's talking, I said, "Hey mum, she's lying to you." And my mum was like, "What?" And she gave me a whack on the shoulder. I said, "What? Don't you dare say that to my friends." Anyway, because long story short, a few weeks later she came up to me, mum, she said, "You know that woman that was sitting on the bus talking? Why did you think she was lying?" I said, "Because her energy was all going west." It's the only way I can describe it now. I can't remember what I said then. But I said it was all like skew-whiff. I said it wasn't right. But when she was talking normal to you, what I would call normal as a kid, the aura was quite straight and nice. I said, but when she was lying, and I know she was lying because it was all going funny coloured and, as I say, all off kilter. Anyway, she said she was lying about two particular things. Mum didn't tell me the things, but I just remember getting that belt on my shoulder. So I've been psychic all my life, but as I say, that was just the earliest recall of knowing. And so my dad, when I came to go to school, said to me, "Son, you've got to stop this. If you keep going on about these things, yes, you see them, but other people don't." And I thought it was the norm. Then you better, they're going to lock you away or something. So I stopped telling people things when I went to school. And that sort of started what I call introverting myself regarding the psychic side of me. But there was a very major particular incident that came out later on in life. And that's part of the story that I'll give in a few weeks. So I hope that helps, Ryan. So keep looking. If you haven't already, subscribe and you'll get that notification on my story in a few weeks. Okay, thanks.
Okay, the next one is Emma. She says, does your family and spirit have any influence on the cards you're dealt with in life, like your blessings or lessons? And she's often asked them, can you help me with this? Can they send you help, or do they have to just watch it play out?
Oh, mouthful. Just read the third part again.
Does your family in spirit have any influence on the cards that you're dealt?
Does your family have it? Absolutely, Emma. Hi, by the way, we know Emma, good friend of ours. She's on my first tattoo here in the UK. My daughter with a star called Sienna. The best way of saying this is explaining just quickly. Every person has a guide, or what we call a guardian angel, that walks with us. And you make a pact before you come to the earth plane. And you say, I'm going down to the earth plane. I'm going to go through A to Z of experiences. And that guide, that guardian angel says, well, okay, I'll stay here in spirit and guide you or guard you. But actually both. So yes, now that guide, that guardian angel and yourself belong to what we call a soul group. And that soul group are people who you get really close to on the earth plane, who, especially when you meet somebody, you think, God, I felt like I've known you all my life. And that person is usually part of your soul group. And this soul group is over eons of time. So you're back and forth on this plane as your choice and their choice to learn and grow and to evolve spiritually. So I hope that helps, Emma, in the fact that, yes, they are there, Now, the old saying is, ask and ye shall receive. Unless you ask for help, it's very rare they will interfere, because there is, they need to leave that option open up to you. We all have free will, and God has given us that free will. But if you ask, they will interfere as much as they can beyond the realms of spirit. And I'm sure, and I know you will have gone through this, when sometimes you said, oh, hey, I can't take no more. And you've said that, and that's when somebody stepped in. What you might call a coincidence, or people experiencing this will call a coincidence. Well, I don't know why I got talking to so-and-so, and then when I got talking to this person, they got introduced me to that, and the next minute, it's like a massive big jigsaw that comes together, and woof, you're through whatever you're through because of a certain person or a certain happenstance. And at the end of the day, that guide, that guardian angel, has been walking with you. And because you've asked and you're at your lowest of the low, that's when they've stepped in and helped you. A lot of people call it coincidence, and they don't believe in what I'm just telling you. But believe me, if you look into this, yes, it is your guardian or guardian angel, but you must ask. It's not just a matter of them interfering on your path, what we call your Tao. Your Tao is your way. I hope that helps. What was the other part of that question?
I often ask them to help, and do they just watch how things play out? Which
That answer the question. Yeah. As long as you ask, they'll do the best.
Yeah.
It's not always 100% as you will perceive it. It might be something in a book that you read the next day. It might be something on the TV. You have to be sensitive, and being an artistic person in your own right, and as you know you are, and for anybody listening, she's a wonderful artistic person in her own life, then if you're sensitive enough to this, you'll get it. You'll get this answer if you're willing to open the mind and just look for what people call a coincidence, but we call it synchronicity. When that guardian angel, that guide is helping you. And it's not always family. Remember that. Okay,
we've got a strange one off of Chris Chambers.
Right, let me address this just quickly. Hi, Chris. You keep asking me about my children, and I find that a very odd question, certainly in this day and age of paedophile rings on the internet. So don't think for 1 minute I'm ever going to divulge anything about my children other than what I've just shown you now, and the odd occasion that we'll mention them. So, Chris, I'm going to ask you to stop asking me about my children. I ain't going to tell you anything. It's my personal thing, and if I want to share anything, as I do from time to time, then I will. The other thing to that is, in your comments, some nice comments that you gave me, you actually got my daughter's name wrong. So I think it's best we leave it there, and I hope you get the message. Okay?
And that's it for tonight.
Oh, okay. Nice, short and sweet. Have a nice evening, everybody. God bless.